Hello, beautiful creator. My name is Mary Howe, and I am an inspirational artist and a board certified art therapist. I'm here to do a pick a card reading, and the way that this works is you pick from pile one, pile two, or pile three. Listen to your own intuition. So, whatever you're drawn to is the right pile, and you cannot do it wrong. So, the focus of today's reading is how do I get back to center? And my inspiration for choosing this topic has to do with the fact that Pluto, the planet, or whatever you want to call it, has moved into Aquarius. And this is kind of a big deal because Pluto has been in Capricorn for the last 15 years, and that's been focused on global institutions, organizations, and empires for success. And this move that occurred this week is a 20-year cycle. And so it's the beginning of some huge transformation into personal growth, power dynamics, sexuality, revolution, technology, pushing us to the depths of our subconscious. And so if you are feeling a little ungrounded, feeling a little out of center, then this is the perfect reading for you because we're going to focus on returning to center. I love the circle. I do mandala circle drawings. And so I've got that and tea leaf fortune cards, which are circle cards that I love, and some other ideas about creativity with the Artist's Way and the Angels and Auras Oracle. So I will see you in your reading. You can just fast forward to your pile. Hello, beautiful pile two. So you got this set of cards here with synchronistic on top. So we know there's something to that. And one of the things that I have heard, read, and experienced myself are that there's going to be an increase in synchronicities over the coming cycle, 20-year cycle that we've just entered into. And so my first inspiration is to tell you that your return to center is going to be guided by synchronicities, and a synchronicity is something that is reflected in your external world after having a similar thought, dream, experience in your internal world. So if I have a dream about an elephant and I notice an elephant picture or elephant video or something like that, then that is my intuition, my unconscious, my subconscious telling me to pay attention. And so I might look more into the symbolism and meaning of an elephant. And so paying attention to synchronicities is going to lead you somewhere, and that place is going to be center. But we need to know a little bit more about how to get there. So, because synchronicities and intuitions can also lead us down rabbit holes. And so, being present, being mindful can help with that. And that means taking a breath. So, being, breathing in like air to a fire. So you're a spark of the divine, and that spark is glowing and burning. And so a gentle breath to get that spark burning into a warm glow can be helpful. And so taking a breath helps us know that it's an inspiration rather than an impulse. And then the next card is about bats. these are bats in a repeating pattern, and a bat is a scary, Halloween image. It's a scary image, but they're such important, useful creatures. I mean, they eat all kinds of insects that can cause a lot of trouble for us. And so, um, so this card is also about shifting vibrations, and these are some ways that you can do that. And it can be like drinking clean water, filtered, not bottled water, not out of plastic, but filtered, pure water that removes the chemicals that are put in when they go through water treatment. Bells, other sounds, music, uplifting music, not like rage filled music, but uplifting music, pure scents, not chemical scents, but natural scents. And gardening, getting into the earth, turning off, taking a break from things like this, your electronics. And so so I'm gonna pull a card, just one card from this tea leaf deck, and see what else we can know about what spirit. What do you have for pile 1? So bread. This is a period of prosperity and abundance, and so just like the breath to the fire, this is a time for you to pay attention to nurturing yourself, slowing down to take your breaths, and also taking the time to nurture yourself. So don't forget to do that. And then I also drew a ram in this deck, and you may actually have, sometimes synchronicities aren't all just like rainbows and butterflies. Sometimes it's conflict. And so it may be that you're the stubborn, aggressive person, and so you have conflict with somebody else. It may be that somebody else is the stubborn, aggressive person, and that helps direct you onto a different path. And so taking the time to slow down, take your breath, so you act from a place of inspiration, not impulse, and listen to that inspiration rather than acting on your impulse, can be really helpful in healing and help you return to center. So the next card is coming from the Angels and Auras deck, and this is rainbow. So maybe the conflict will actually help you get back to that center, which is sunshine and rainbows, or an enlightened, adaptable, soulful, connected kind of place. And so slowing down, listening to your own guidance, listening to the synchronicities is going to lead you back to center. And these cards have color associations, and so rainbow is a rare experience, and it is defined as the color of enlightenment. It represents someone who understands their cosmic toolbox. So you have a toolbox full of ideas and skills that you can use to get back to center. And so don't forget that. Give yourself credit for how strong and brave and wise you are. So the energy also embodies the reality that we are multifaceted, and we're kind of changing all the time. Our rays change with the interactions that we have in the moments, when we haven't been fed. Those kind of things can can interfere with our brightness. And so make sure you're feeding yourself, and also focusing on the reality that this is a period of prosperity and abundance, and sometimes we can't see it. Our stubbornness gets in the way, and so making sure that you just take the time to pause and breathe. So one last message: you are unique. There's no one flower that cancels the need for another. Each bloom has its unique and irreplaceable beauty. So whatever need for competition that may be standing in your way, it's time to let it go so that you can hear the deeper messages that your wisdom has. I mean, this is a time of transformation, remember. And so you are going to be pulled out of center, but and it sounds like there's going to be some conflicts that come your way. And so when you move out of center, just go back to your breath, listen to that, and trust the synchronicities are coming, they're showing up. And when you see something that sparks an aha within your experience, stop and pay attention and trust that will guide you back to center. All right, Pile 1, thank you for being here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss a video. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading about returning to center. What is your path for returning to center during this potentially tumultuous time? So this card says, on the outside I wrote, be the light. So there's that. And what are you working on that is broken? How are you focusing on an empty well? How are you staying stuck in old stories and brokenness? You're not broken, but the stories that you tell yourself may be stories about brokenness. And so maybe losing yourself so that you can find yourself. And so what that means is letting go of the stories that you've told about who you are. Whether it's being a victim or being a hero, you have been telling yourself a story, and it's time. This is a huge transformation moment, and it's time to let those old stories go and walk into the brightness that you are. Be the light that you already are, and stop making yourself small. Claim what's yours, return the rest. And so this next card is the Hana Pauno prayer. And so it's about forgiveness, and it starts with awareness. You say to yourself, I love you. Then I am sorry, taking responsibility for whatever is happening because of you. And then please forgive me. This is for the unconscious thoughts that have caused it. And then thank you to the universe for showing me what needed to be corrected. So I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. So you say this to yourself first, but you can also say it to a stranger, or maybe somebody that's irritated you. That could be a stranger, or somebody that is a closer relationship to you. And then the next card is about doors standing in your way. So if a door closes, go through a window, or when one door closes, another door opens. And so trust that. I know for me, a lot of doors have closed in my face over the last year, over the last 10 years, really. And so, but when one door closes, then another door opens. And so, I I don't know about you, but I'm ready to walk through some doors that have goodness on the other side. And so, trusting that the your highest good will shut doors, your soul, your unconscious, God, however you refer to that part of your experience, will shut doors if it is not good for you. So that is your return to center, trusting that and letting go. Like you're on a hamster wheel, and don't you think it's time to get off? I think so, because you are bright. You're bright like this stars and moons. And birds flying. So birds are actually messengers of spirit. This says news is on the way. And shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth, is what that card says. So paying attention and listening to the doors that are shut. Stop staying stuck on get off the hamster wheel. So the messages are coming, and it's important for you to let go and be open to receiving what is yours and walking away from the closed doors. You can do that, right? So from the Angels and Auras deck, we have Be the Real You, and she is undressing from one more conservative sort of dress to a fancy dress. So whatever that is for you, you know, taking off the mask and freeing yourself to be more authentic, unique, and that takes courage. And so, you know, taking care or there will be loss is I think is important for you right now. It's nothing to fear, because all you have to do is let go. Let go and get into alignment and claim your own brightness. Claim your own light. So there's pink and green in this Be the Real You card, and that's about embracing self-love and confidence. And that's the pink, and the green is boosting your self-expression and allowing yourself to speak your truth. So maybe find some pink or green, depending on what your goal is, and express your real self. I like to carry a rose quartz crystal and set the intention of self-love. And so, you know, maybe your crystals aren't your thing, but a crystal really isn't, you know, isn't magical, but it's a tool that we can use to help set that intention for self-love, or whatever the intention is. So it can be really helpful just for that reason alone, even if there aren't any magical qualities in it. It can be helpful in setting intentions. So all right, so but you can also just wear the colors just to kind of align with the authenticity and brightness. So creating the Artist Way cards, I intentionally included because we're creating center. So one way to do that is to be enthusiastic. Being the creator of your own experience requires enthusiasm more than discipline. So the belief that you are creating, whether you're an artist, visual artist, or creating in some other way, you are creating your reality. So doing so with enthusiasm is going to bring you a lot more pleasant experiences than not. creative recovery. So we've all heard that the unexamined life is not worth living, but consider that the unlived life is not worth examining. So it's time to get to creating, time to jump into your life and get off the hamster wheel and take the first step to your creative recovery. All right, pile 2, thank you for being here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss an episode. And I'd love to hear how this was helpful if you leave a comment below. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, pile 3, welcome to your reading. It almost didn't happen. So, I may tell you more about that as I move through this, but let's look and see what the cards have to say. The first card is about being a mystical artist, and what that means is, I mean, maybe you are an artist, but really it's about choosing to create your own reality. And what are you creating for yourself? Are you creating a life filled with love and gratitude? Are you creating something you don't want? So we are the creators of our own reality. We manifest all the time. So being clear about what it is you want to create and aligning with what it is you want to create is so important, because things are shifting, energies are shifting. The astrology is showing all kinds of changes that are happening right now, occurring right now, and and life is speeding up. Life as we know it has changed, is speeding up, and so you're making sure that you're wringing out the old, letting go of the old as much as you can, and aligning with what it is you actually want to create. If you're not sure, then you know, simple things like, I want more love, I want more freedom, I want more peace. Those are simple things that everybody wants, and being clear about that. So there is this violet flame prayer, or you could call it a chant. I think it's Elizabeth Clare Prophet. That's who I would look up about the violet flame. And basically, the violet flame is a an energy that you can call in for clearing, for alignment, and I find it very helpful. So so I would look her up and read that every day. And I'm a violet flame, and begin to embrace that energy and let go of the old stories that you've been telling. So, okay. So the next deck that I'm choosing from is the Angels and Auras Oracle, and I've been shuffling these for a while. Holy Spirit, enter here. What what else can we share with pile 3? Focus on your health. So wellness, active. Are you getting outside in nature every day? What are you putting into your body? And communication. So what are you how are you communicating to yourself, and how are you communicating to others? Is it kind? Is it true? Is it accurate? Is it honest? And career transition. So this could be a career transition, or it could be moving into a new way of being in general. And the next cards that I'm drawing for are the tea leaf cards. The first one I love. It's a unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. And you got unicorns and rainbows. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Wow, I'm just for the fun of it, I'm going to draw one more. Oh, clouds. Temporary problems. Pushing fate. So there's this idea of fate versus destiny, and you may be focused on how poorly things are going in your life, but you are the creator. Remember, you are the creator of your life, and so you can have a life filled with unicorn, sunshine, and rainbows. The problems that come up are like clouds. They are temporary. They come and they go. And so you're not, no one is free of problems. And so that's sort of why we're here, is to grow. And the way that we grow is through challenges, and the way that we can see the have the things to be grateful for, to see the light, are through difficult moments, not the easy things. I mean, the easy things are awesome, but it's the difficult things that help us grow. So, all right, so we've got spirituality and creativity, bright ideas. So spirituality has often been misused as a route to an unloving solitude, a stance where we proclaim ourselves above our human nature. This spiritual superiority is really only one more form of denial. So, are you? Maybe you have, a lot of knowledge, and maybe it's focused on spirituality, and you have this knowledge, and your ego, instead of you using this knowledge, your ego has allowed it to kind of become center stage, or your ego has become center stage. So you're having inspirations, and life is changing very quickly. So so don't you know don't hold yourself to what other people tell you is the truth, and don't hold yourself to what story you've told yourself, because the story is changing. It's changing for all of us, and your spiritual practices maybe need to change too, and your self-care practices maybe need to change too, and your communication practices maybe need to change too, and your career maybe needs to change too. So you can create something better for yourself. You are in charge of creating all the goodness that your sweet little heart can dream of. And you are doing that. And you do that. The primary way that you can do that is through taking care of yourself, taking care of your relationships, and gratitude. And I would recommend that Violet Flame prayer by Elizabeth Clare Prophet. She has several little books that are quick reads and mostly just contain these Violet Flame prayers. So, um, so it's important right now. You may be getting information may be coming in quickly because all these changes are occurring, and so this bright ideas card is about how creativity, like human life, begins in darkness, and as these bright ideas come in, it could be like flashes that are blinding, and and that can be uncomfortable, and also it can be preceded by a period of darkness. So gestation, where your inner world is murky, and all of this is necessary for your growth. And so if you're in a cloudy place or you have something sort of hovering over you, know that it's not going to last forever, because clouds are temporary. They also contain water, which helps things grow. They shower us, so, and the earth, so that growth can occur when they come. So if things aren't turning out exactly those rainbows and unicorns the exact way that you envision them, maybe letting go a little bit, and trusting. So you have the will, you have the ability to create, and also everyone around you is creating too. And so maybe there's something bigger and better than what you could imagine. So dream big, stay in a place of gratitude, take care of your health, take care of your relationships that are serving you. All right, pile three. So much love to you. Thank you for stopping by my channel. And I hope this was helpful in creating more peace, more love, and more of the life that you want to create for yourself. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love for you to subscribe, and if you have any comments about the reading, then I would love to hear them. Bye.